Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Massa Jasmine Hassami, and I'm graduating from the Health Management program, as you just learned. I would like to first start by thanking the university for the honor of choosing me as this year's commencement speaker. I would also like to thank my parents, family, friends, and professors, as well as my fellow students. Without all of your love and support, I would not be standing here today. When I initially decided to write this speech, my mind raced with dozens of stories that I wanted to tell. When I finally sat down at my desk to write, I couldn't seem to get anything down. My mind was blanking, and I found myself speechless. For those of you who know me personally can attest, this is not something that happens very often. After days of staring at my computer, I decided that the best place to start was from the beginning. My family is originally from Iran, and like many American immigrant families, our decision to come to the United States was not one of choice, but of necessity. My father and his twin brother were 18 in January of 1979 when the Islamic Revolution took over Iran. They were Iranian Baha'is, a persecuted minority religious group, and the revolution meant further persecution for our family. Iran went from an authoritarian monarchy to a totalitarian Islamic theocracy. My father and uncle were able to escape and attend university at their mother's insistence. They had to leave their home, their family, their parents, and younger sister behind in a country they all no longer recognized. After arriving in the United States and being granted political asylum, both brothers enrolled in university while working to support themselves and to send money back home to our family in Iran. They lost their mother in Iran at 50 from cancer, and their worlds would never be the same. Ultimately, one brother became a professor, and the other brother, my biological father, struggled. Neither my biological mother nor father were able to care for me as a young child, and so my uncle, the other twin brother, and aunt adopted me. All these changes brought about instability and challenges for me as a kid. But no matter what the circumstances, my new parents, formerly my Aunt Frances and Uncle Aram, gave me the family, home, and support that I needed. I'm not someone who tends to believe in fate or destiny, but I do believe that I was always meant to be their child. I would not be the person I am today without their support. The twin brother's story and my story are one of overcoming adversity for a better life in America. I think many Americans can relate to this. I guess everyone in this audience has experienced some form of adversity, either directly or within their family. I will admit that standing here in front of you all today giving this speech is surreal. If you had told me months ago that I would not only be attending commencement, but presenting this speech in front of you today, I would have laughed. I think I even told my dad that I was going to skip commencement altogether. One day a few months ago, my dad called me and said, "Listen, Jazz, I want to talk to you about your graduation." Cue eye roll on my part. I should have known I wasn't going to get away with this so easily. I was silent, waiting for him to speak. After a short pause, he took me back to 1979, when he and his twin brother fled Iran for the opportunity to attend university, which they would not have been able to do as Baha'is in Iran. He reminded me that He reminded me that he had attended all of his higher level graduations. He told me, "I didn't do it for myself. I did it for our mom, to honor her and all the sacrifices she had made for us. This is a big accomplishment, and you have done it successfully in spite of the hardships that you have faced. This is an honor, and you should celebrate it." I guess I thought I'd be somewhere hiking or celebrating in my own way. After allowing his words to sink in, I realized the thought was a bit selfish. The truth is, we are all here as representatives of something greater than ourselves. We are here to pay tribute to the adversities we've overcome and the hope of success that we have on the horizon. Maybe you are here to pay tribute to your grandparents who were survivors of the Holocaust, or your parents who came from war-torn regions across the globe. Maybe you are here because you, like me, worked late nights, full-time, and on weekends in the restaurant industry to pave your own way. Or maybe you are here because you're a first-generation graduate and paving the way for your family. We are here today because of those who have supported us and because of the challenges that have made us stronger and the things we have faced in spite of our adversity. For myself and many of you, I'm sure, the past years have been consumed by hard work it has taken to accomplish this goal. The all-nighters being pulled to meet deadlines, the group study sessions for looming exams, and the group projects that we felt like would break us in the end. There were more times than I can count that I wanted to give up. I managed to push through these temporary feelings and moments of defeat by remembering the sacrifices that generations before me had made so that I'm able to obtain my degree and have the opportunity to pursue my passions. You have all overcome many different forms of adversity and gotten to this incredible accomplishment. There is plenty of work ahead of us, but this ceremony forces us to pause and reflect on our achievements, the challenges we have overcome, and the loving support of our families and friends who have helped us to get to this point. We leave our university today with skills that we did not have when we first came. We leave with the ability to critically think and apply knowledge, with an awareness of not only ourselves, but of our community, our country, and even the world. More than anything, we leave our university with a strengthened sense of fulfillment and purpose. May we face our futures with courage, determination, and perseverance, utilizing our degrees as keys to unlock doors that previously would not have been open to us. I wish you pathways that are replete with success, personal fulfillment, and unbounding possibilities, for our strength is in realizing the marvels of our dreams. Growing up, when our dad used to enter a room, he would skip the hellos and greet us with, "What is the meaning of life?" Surprising to him, after years of thinking it over, I still haven't quite figured out the answer, but I feel that I'm one step closer to finding it. To the graduating class of 2024, congratulations, we made it.